Stacy, it's great to meet you. I understand your son's Facebook account got hacked.
It did, and I'm quite concerned about him being online right now.
Well, we're going to look at some solutions for you to make you a little more comfortable.
Okay.
But from what I understand, you're also concerned about your home security.
I am. We've had a few characters hanging around, and it doesn't make me feel very comfortable.
Well, we're going to have a look at the latest in video surveillance. Let's go inside and get started.
Thank you.
So your son says his Facebook account was hacked, and unfortunately, I find in most cases, especially with kids, the reason why their account was hacked is because one of their friends has somehow found out their password. So what we want to do whenever we're doing things like Facebook or signing up for these game sites, you got to tell your kids never, ever, ever share their password, no matter how great of a friend they are. The only person that should know it is your son and you.
Okay.
And so I've actually made that a rule with my kids, especially with things like Facebook. I have to know their login names and also their passwords so that I can, go in and make sure they're not doing anything crazy.
Okay. How often do you get them to change their password?
I would do it every couple of months. When you are selecting password names, don't do really simple names like Bunny or, another family pet name. Mix it up. Actually have, characters and numbers in the password. It makes it so much stronger and harder for people to guess.
All right.
So let's figure out your son's Facebook predicament here and actually give him a tool that'll alert him to anyone trying to hack in.
Okay.
You're probably familiar with, the Facebook screen. There's actually an area up here that pretty well no one ever goes to. It's the account settings.
All right.
And it's up in the right-hand corner. And we're going to go into the account settings first. And make sure that they don't put all sorts of personal information. Don't let them put up their home addresses and their phone numbers and things like email addresses, because if anyone does get access to their page, they can see all of that.
Yeah. Okay.
So what we want to do, we've got to the account settings. We're going to go down to account security. And this is a great feature, not just for kids, but everyone. And I always turn this on right away. And see this here, login notification. Turn it on.
Because it will be off automatically?
Yes.
Okay.
That's unfortunate. Most of the stuff is off with Facebook to start with, and a lot of these social networking sites. So what I've done now is I can actually have Facebook alert me if someone else is trying to access my account or logging into my account from somewhere else other than my computer. Not only can you log in from a computer, but you can log in from iPads and iPhones and BlackBerries, so it could be anywhere.
Okay.
So this is a great way to keep things secure. So the next thing we want to go into is the actual privacy settings, and you would be amazed at how many different things you can actually turn on and off here. For example, do you want everyone knowing when your kid's birthday is?
No.
No. So you can go in and change things like that. So it's important that only certain people can see your kids' photos, for example. So you can go in and actually select whether that's everyone, which probably you don't want, friends of friends, or just friends, or you can even customize it as well. You can actually go in and specifically say which people you want to be able to see that information or those photos. So you can even hide information, whether those are photos or things like his birthday. Maybe you don't want certain specific people seeing those photos. You can go in there and actually identify them.
Okay.
So this is a really important one here too.
Right.
The photos and videos that I'm tagged in. And so, for example, he might be out and someone takes a photo of him and then tags him, which basically identifies him in that photo so everyone can see it.
Yeah, that's a huge concern of mine.
Well, yeah, so he's trying to get a job in the future. HR department goes in, checks out all these crazy photos of him that he doesn't have control of. So I go in and customize this. And so these are, again, videos and photos that have been tagged with him in it. You can go down and say that only he sees those. No one else can see them. Or again, you can go into specific people, just you and him.
Okay.
Which so important to teach your kids because they just don't think about those things.
So this is not a 5-minute thing?
No.
Okay.
It'd probably take a good 20 minutes to half an hour to actually go through. And again, sit down with him or her and make sure that they understand what you're doing too.
Okay.
Another important thing, make sure when they're finished any of their sessions, whether that's on Facebook or banking or game sites, to log off.
Okay.
As well. That way people can't go in after and then get into his account settings.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
Does that make sense?
It does, unfortunately, yes.
Well, it's good that you're doing it now, and I got to be honest, you're probably going to be ahead than pretty well 99% of other people out there because no one goes into the account settings.
Good, thank you.
So I know you also have some issues with home security, so shortly here we'll actually check out some really cool things you can do to make sure that your whole home and property are secure too.
Thank you.